So, magandang araw. Let us continue our discussion with projectile motion. So, this is our sample problem number 4. So, let us read the problem. A golf ball is struck with a velocity of 80 feet per second as shown. First, determine the distance d to where it will land, and letter B, determine the speed which it strikes the ground at B and the time of flight from A to B. So, actually, tatlo siguro yung unknown dito. Ito lang nailagay. There should be a part C of the question here. So, basically, meron tayo ditong golf ball along the inclined plane. Tinira ng ating golfer with the velocity of 80 feet per seconds at an angle of 45 degrees from the inclined plane. Okay? The question here is what is the distance C? This distance. And then, the speed of the ball as it hits the ground, yung velocity niya dito. What is the velocity at point B? And then the time it takes from point A to point B, or let us say that is TB. Those are the unknowns for this problem. Now, let us first evaluate this problem. Alamin natin kung ano yung meron, ano yung wala. Okay? So, for the first portion is we have here the angle. Binigyan tayo ng angle at 45 degrees. And that angle is actually from the inclined. And as from our discussion, okay, so sabi natin, the angle theta should be measured from the horizontal or the vertical axis only, hindi doon sa inclined. Therefore, if we want to consider the two axis of motion, this theta will be equal to 55 degrees or 45 plus 10. Yan yung ating angle ng projectile from the horizontal. Yung ating axis kasi will be here. This will be our x-axis or the horizontal. And this one will be our vertical axis or our y-axis. Okay? So, tinatanong sa atin is again, the distance, the velocity, and the time. Before we proceed with the distance, as we can see here, the distance is measured along the inclined surface. So, ang gagawin natin para mas magadali ang ating solution, yung ating distance na to is gagawin natin in terms of x and y. So, kung ito yung ating horizontal plane, ito yung ating YB. Okay? And if it is, this one will be our, medyo pangit ang aking pen tab. Siguro dito na lang sa baba. Ayan. And then, ito ay dito. From here to here will be our X. Okay? So, based on our trigonometry, we can say that YB is equivalent to D sine 10 degrees and XB is equivalent to D cosine 10 degrees. Okay? So, now we have the equations, the D, or rather the horizontal, the inclined distance D in terms of Y and X. We can now proceed with the analysis of this problem. So, unahin natin yung horizontal motion. Okay, so horizontal motion muna tayo. So, from point A to point B, again, isa lang naman ang formula natin ng horizontal motion. That is X is equal to XO plus BOXT. Okay, so our X here is XB. Our XO, since dito tayo nakagkaroon ng axis, this will be 0. Plus our VOX is BO cosine 55 degrees multiplied by time. Okay, so let us substitute the value. Sabi natin, XB is D cosine 10 degrees. And that is equal to VO is 80 cosine 55 degrees T. Or we can say here that T is D cosine 10 degrees over 80. Let me correct that. 80 cosine 55 degrees. Say this is our equation 1 for now, and then let us analyze the vertical motion naman ng ating particle. So, for the vertical motion, again, from point A to point B pa rin tayo. So, we have two formulas that we can use. The first one is this. V is equal to BO minus GT. And then the second one, sorry, I forgot the subscript. Since vertical na tayo, BOY. The second one naman is Y is equal to YO plus VOYT minus 1/2 GT squared. So, dalawa lang naman yung formula. As we can see here, both of them has a value of Y or a variable of Y. Now, unfortunately, for the first one, unknown din sa atin yung ating final velocity. Therefore, if we choose this equation, dalawa yung magiging unknown natin. Sa halip na isa, dalawa na. So, we can choose this one kasi meron naman tayong initial value of Y. From here, that is 0. And then, we have the value of YB, which is the unknown variable here. Okay, we can write that in terms of D. Okay, so we have the initial velocity and we also need to find the time. So, sige, ganyan ang gawin natin. We have here YB equivalent to YO, 0, plus BOYT is 80 sine 55 degrees multiplied by time minus 1/2 ng 9.81 times, sorry, let me correct that. Naka-English unit tayo. So, our velocity or our acceleration here due to gravity will be 32.2 feet per second squared multiplied by t squared. Since we have the value here for t, we can substitute that here, pero unfortunately, hindi kasya. So, let us further simplify na lang muna this and then let us transfer for another page. So, we have here YB equivalent to 80 sine 55, we can get that if that is a whole number or a 80 sine 55. Fortunately, hindi. So, wag na muna natin i-round off. 80 sine 55t minus 1/2 ng 32.2 is 16.1 t squared. So, we further simplify this one. So, proceed tayo sa sunod. Ulitin natin yung ating equation doon. So, we have here YB equivalent to 80 sine 55t minus 16.1 t squared. And then our first equation kanina is t is equal to d cosine 10 over 80 cosine 55. D, tama ba? Cosine 10 degrees over 80 cosine 55 degrees. Let us substitute the value of t here. We say that YB is equivalent to d sine 10 degrees and that is equivalent to 80 sine 55. Okay. And then our t is d cosine 10 degrees over 80 cosine 55 degrees. So here we can cancel 80. And then yung sine over cosine 55 is actually tangent 55, pero that is an option for us. So this will be 16.1 multiplied by d cosine 10 degrees over 80 cosine 55 degrees. Huwag kalimutan ng square. So here actually ang variable na lang na unknown sa atin is the d. We can either use shift solve or you can further simplify this. Actually, you can eliminate the d here. Since may i-squared yan dito, pag in-squared nyo yan, so sige, try natin expand ito. Since cancel na yung 10 cancel na yung 80, and we have here tangent 55 degrees multiplied by d cosine 10 degrees minus 16.1 over d squared cosine squared 10 degrees over 80 squared. Sorry, that should be squared. Cosine squared 85 degrees. Here actually, since both sides naman ay may d, we can factor out d. And then you can now solve for d as this simplified version. D is now 166.237 feet. Okay. And then, if you have the value for d, we can substitute that for the equation 1. So, we have 167.237 cosine 10 degrees over 80 cosine 55 degrees. You have now the time equivalent to 3.568 seconds. Basic. The second question is the final velocity before it hits the ground. Sabi natin, kung ito yung ginamit ko, partner na to, let's use that. Okay? So, for final velocity tayo. Sir, di ba sabi mo kanina, yung ating velocity here is BO. Pagdating dapat dito sa kanyang point here at its endpoint, dapat negative BO. Hindi. Kasi ang negative BO is kapag in-extend ko yan on the same level of here. Okay, kunwari, i-extend ko to. I-extend ko yung horizontal. Salit na incline, gawin ko horizontal. Assuming na andito yung same level ni A, ito yung may velocity na BO. But how do we find the velocity at this point? So, sabi natin, if it is inclined, therefore, meron niyang horizontal component at vertical component. At yun yung kailangan gawin natin. We have to first find the horizontal as well as the vertical component of the velocity to later on find the value of our velocity. Okay? So, sige. For final velocity, unahin natin yung ating velocity on y. Okay? The vertical component. Siyempre, for the vertical component, okay, ano ang gagamitin natin? The formula for the vertical. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, nagamit na natin to. Ito naman ang gamitin natin. Huwag natin gagamitin yung pangatlo in combination of these two. Okay? Kasi mas madalas yung error doon. Na-try ko na and totoo na nag-error talaga because of nag-overlap yung dalawang magkamukhang formula. Okay? So, nasa numerical solutions naman yun. Kung bakit yung dalawang equations ay nag-overlap. Okay? So, our formula here is that the final velocity at any point is equivalent to the initial velocity minus the gravity multiplied by time. So, hinahanap natin yung velocity at point B. So, pangalan natin BBY. Our initial velocity from our calculation is 80 feet per second sine 10 or sine 55 rather. So, 80 feet per second sine 55 degrees minus let me correct that. 32.2, nasa English unit tayo. 32.2 multiplied by our time t na 3.568 seconds. Let me correct that. 568. Here we can now find the vertical component of the velocity, which will give us negative 49.357. Sir, ano yung ibig sabihin ng negative? Negative meaning that the direction of our velocity is downward, pababa. Okay? So, the vertical component is the velocity is downward, which is in compliance with the trajectory. Okay? Pababa talaga. Now, for the horizontal component of the horizontal component of the velocity, paano naman natin niya kukunin? Sir, wala na tayong formula. We already consumed the formula for a horizontal velocity. Isa lang yan. Actually, sabi natin kanina, dalawa, there is a relationship. Ang sabi natin that our Vx is equivalent to Vox. Or basically, ang ibig sabihin nito is that the velocity is constant along the horizontal. Or we can say also that the horizontal component of our velocity is always constant. Therefore, our BBX is just simply our initial velocity at x, which is 80 cosine 55 degrees. So, our VVX here is 45.88 feet per second. And then the direction, since positive, that is going away from our initial point. Now, here, since meron ka ng dalawang component, you can now get the velocity at point B, which is equivalent to the square root of BBX squared plus BBY squared. So, substitute nyo na lang dito sa dalawang ito. And then, the value of our velocity at point B is 67.392 feet per second. If you want to determine the trajectory of our or the angle ng angle of trajectory ng our golf ball, you can use the inverse tangent ng what? Ng BBY over BBX. At yan yung angle of hit. Okay? Kung ano yung angle kung saan siya tumama. And again, that measurement is from the horizontal. So, I think we can further magnify this so that we can illustrate that one for you. So, ito yun. Unfortunately, I cannot write kapag ayun, hindi. So, for example, nag-hit dito, naka-inclined. Ayan, ito si point B. Since naka-ganyan yung ating trajectory, yung pag-hit niya dito is, ito yung tinutukoy natin. From the horizontal, sorry, let me correct that one. This should be from the horizontal. Okay? From here up to here, yan yung inverse tangent ng BBY over BBX. Okay? Now, for the last portion of our discussion, will be the last problem for this topic. So, sample problem number 5. We have here the basketball passed through the hoop even though it barely cleared the hands of the player B, who attempted to block it. Neglecting the size of the ball, determine the magnitude VA of its initial velocity and the height h of the ball when it passes over a player B. VO is equal, ito na pala yung answers. So, let us analyze the problem. Meron daw tayong player na nag-shoot, si player A. Si player B, in-attempt niyang i-block. Unfortunately, hindi niya na-block. Okay? So, what are the data na meron tayo dito? Hinahanap sa atin is the initial velocity or the velocity at point A when the player A releases the ball. And then, tinatanong yung height na to. Okay? Kung saan in-attempt ni player B na i-block yung ating bola. So, the angle of release is 30 degrees. So, the question here is those two. So, analyze muna natin. So, at point A, meron tayo muna ditong XA, which is, since ito yung magiging initial point natin, let us say that is 0. And our YB, the initial height of A is 7 feet. At point B, meron tayong XB equivalent to 25. At meron naman tayong YB equivalent to H. Hinahanap natin. At point C, here we have XC equivalent to 30 feet. And then we have YC equivalent to 10 feet. So we have 3 positions here, important positions that we can work on. Okay? Ang unang tanong sa atin is the initial velocity. So kung papansin nyo dito, may unknown. Diba? What is a BA? Unknown yan dito. Dito, unknown din naman yung velocity. Pero, at this point, kung ito yung kukonsider nating motion, dalawang unknown yung pwedeng pumasok sa atin. Parehong unknown. So, kapag ganun yung scenario, unknown na nga dito, may unknown ka pang kailangang hanapin dito, huwag mong pagsamahin. Ang gawin mo, kunin mo yung isang may unknown, tapos kunin mo yung isang may provided detail. So, dito at point C, provided naman ito. So, yan yung i-consider natin. So, motion muna tayo. Or the trajectory from point A to C. Okay, so unahin natin yung horizontal motion. So, our horizontal motion here, kasi isa lang naman equation ng horizontal motion, that is x is equal to xo plus boxt. Okay, so at point C, our x is 30 feet. At xo, our x is 0, or at point A, our x is 0, plus Vox is actually Bo cosine, our theta is 30 degrees, multiplied by t. So, we can solve for t equivalent to 30 over Bo cosine 30 degrees. So, yung t na to is the time the ball reaches point C. So, we can add subscript C here. Kasi, syempre, may time din naman na na-reach ng bola si point B. So, importante si subscript na c. For the vertical motion, since ang unknown sa atin, or ang known sa atin, ang alam natin ay yung height, we can work on the height, which is y is equal to yo plus boyt minus 1/2 gt squared. So, our y here is yung 10 feet. 10, or remove na natin muna yung ating units kasi hindi ka kasya. So, our yo here is 7 feet plus our boy is bo sine 30 degrees multiplied by time t, which is this one, time to reach at point C, minus 1/2. Our g here, since our unit of measurement is in feet, therefore we have English units 32.2 TC squared. So if we substitute it here, like yung ginawa natin kanina, hindi kasi kasya rito, but let us try. So ito ilipat ko na yung 7 para pagdating dito, 3 na lang siya. So 3 here is equivalent to BO sine 30 degrees T, then minus 1/2 ng 32.2 T squared, while our T is, balikan natin, 30 VO cosine 30 degrees. 30 over BO cosine 30 degrees. Let us substitute that here sa above. So 3 now is equivalent to BO sine 30 degrees multiplied by T, 30 over BO cosine 30 degrees. Okay, minus 1/2 ng 32.2 multiplied by T squared, 30 over BO cosine 30 degrees squared. So, ang ano na lang is BO. Actually, pwede mo nang i-cancel yan dito. You can find now VO is equivalent to 36.720 feet per second. VO is actually our VA then. Okay? 36.720 feet per second. So, that is our answer for the first problem. While our TC, we can back substitute it here, dito, papunta dito. So, substitute lang natin. We have here 30 over 36.720 cosine 30 degrees. We have here TC equivalent to 0.943 seconds. Although hindi naman yata hinahanap si TC, sinolve lang natin. Now, let us solve for YB. Since alam na natin ito papunta dito, or alam na natin yung initial velocity, okay na tayo dyan. Ito na lang yung magiging unknown if we consider this motion. So, ang motion naman natin ngayon is from A to point B. Again, let us start with our horizontal motion. X is equal to XO plus BOXT. So, our X is, yung X natin po to point B is 25 feet. So, 25. Our XO is 0 plus VOX is our VA, 36.720 cosine 30 degrees times T. Basically, T here is just 25 over 36. Oops. What happened? Ayan. So, yeah, sorry. Iburahin ko na to kasi hindi nakasya, so siya nag-error. So, we have here T is equal to 25 over 36.720 cosine 30 degrees. So, T is just 0.786 seconds. Okay, so from the horizontal motion, we already determined the time it needs to travel from point A to point B. Now, how about the vertical motion? Kunin naman natin yung vertical motion ng ating body. Since y yung hinahanap sa atin, we have to determine the y as a function of time, which is y is equal to yo plus boyt minus 1/2 gt squared. So, our y na inahanap natin dito is actually the h, and our yo is 7 feet plus, we have here 36.72 sine 30 degrees multiplied by the time na 0.786 minus 1/2 ng 32.2 multiplied by the time na 0.786 squared. So here we can now determine the h equivalent to 11.484. 11.484 repeating. And those are our answers for this problem. So check natin if it is correct, and correct. Alright, so that's it for projectile motion. Thank you all for spending the time.